Hi, today is Monday, December 15th. My name is Marcy. Welcome to my channel and happy Flossmas. If you hear any noise in the background and the occasional popping, that is my wood stove and the little fans that I have going on top of it. I decided to try this video without the microphone because I'm still not happy with the sound of it. So I try to turn everything off so there's not much noise pollution. I have been having a hard time starting this video today and I don't know why. Why is it that the intros are always the hardest to do? Oh, I already recorded about my weekend and that'll be on after this part. Yeah. All right, this weekend I got progress done on projects. Not as much progress as I would have liked on my cross stitch, but I did get a couple other things completed. So first thing I wanted to share is the vanilla socks that I've been working on. I have nothing with me, so I can't show you the label, but the yarn is Knit Picks, Fleechy yarn in the Buddy colorway, if I remember right. I finished them, the second sock, on Sunday. I'm a little silly, but yeah. All done, and I can't wait to start wearing them. Despite this being a summer colorway, I mean, they look very Christmassy. With the reds and the greens, and that other color is some kind of speckled light blue. Yay. The next piece I wanted to share is the crochet piece that I mentioned in the last video, I think it was the last video. It was a pattern by Jada and Stitches. I now know it is called the 1 hour doily. It took me longer than an hour to make. It took me all of Friday evening. It turned out very nice. I'm really happy with it. I was hoping it would be bigger than what it turned out to be, but I think I can adjust the pattern to expand it a little bit. The yarn is from Hobby Lobby. It's 100% cotton yarn with a little bit of sparkle in it. And I do need to still weave in the end, but that'll take like 30 seconds. But here we are, all done. Oh, and blocking too. So I'll put the link to the video in the show notes, and I think she has an Etsy site, so you can purchase the pattern if you don't want to watch the video. And last but not least is the cross stitch advent piece that I've been working on. 14 count Aida, hand dyed by me, called for DMC colors. I don't think there's anything else I want to add to that, but here we are so far. Friday, I did the Christmas tree. Okay, there we go. And then Saturday, I did the candles. And then last night, I did the snowman. I worked a little bit ahead on the border here. I was hoping to work on this border, bring it down a little bit on both sides. Did not happen because the time that I was waiting on Saturday for the delivery guys, I was actually working on my sock. But I think this is turning out lovely. And the name of the pattern, well, the name of the Etsy site owner, I will put here. It will also be listed in the show notes. And I think that is all of that for now. Welcome back, everybody who is returning. I hope you all had a nice weekend. My weekend was cold and sort of full of disappointment. If you read my blog, which I blog at amnaconstudio.blogspot.com, you'll know that we were eagerly awaiting an appliance delivery for a new stove and a new fridge. That turned into a Saturday of waiting and no stove and no new fridge. I can kind of laugh about it right now, but I'm still a little angry, and my husband still PO'd about it. We got up and had everything ready to go and we took off the front door so everything would be ready to go when the delivery people came and could just bring everything in. My front door's over there, my kitchen's over there. At about 11 o'clock, I called customer service and said, yeah, I've been following the delivery tracker and it is now saying that there's some sort of delay, but still on to be delivered today. She checked into it and said that there was an issue at wherever they were, but that we were first in the line to be delivered that day and our delivery was gonna happen. But if we didn't hear anything in the next little bit, to call customer service again. So 3 p.m. comes along and we hadn't heard from the delivery truck. We hadn't heard from the company. So I called the 800 number again and explained, and she looked into it and said, oh, they canceled the delivery today and rescheduled it for Tuesday. And I'm looking in there and I can see that they made this notation about 20 minutes after you called customer service this morning and said that they called you and talked to you and explained what had happened, that the truck broke down and they were going to reschedule everything for Tuesday. I said, well, that's not the case because I've been by my phone all day and no one has called me, no one has texted me. And she said, I believe that because if they had, why would you be calling wondering where your stuff was? So that was my Saturday. And to top it off, the Alberta clipper came through and it was cold. It was, I think when I woke up at 5:30, it was minus 12 degrees Fahrenheit outside. And I don't think it went above zero at all. Sunday, it did climb up above zero, and I think we hit a high of 10 maybe. And right now, I think the temperature is 17 degrees. Over the last few videos, my question of the day has involved food, and that has sparked some nice conversation in the comments of the videos. I couldn't think of anything food related just yet on this one, so I thought I would ask if your tree has a tree topper, and if so, is it an angel, is it a star, or is it something else? I do have a tree topper. It is a star. I would take a picture of it, but it's not on our tree right now because the light was burnt out, and at the time I was setting the tree up, I didn't want to take the time to figure out which light was burned out on it. So this year, instead of the star, I have a glass ornament of a cardinal up there actually, and I'll take a picture and put it here. So if you don't have like an angel or a star up there, what fun, unique tree topper do you have? Let me know in the show notes. That is everything for today's video. I got a lot going here, but I can't quite get it out. So I'll just say thank you for sticking with me through this whole series. If you like what you see, please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. More importantly, tell a friend. And I also blog over at amniconstudio.blogspot.com. I am on Instagram as Amnicon Studio. The account is private because I'm trying to keep the spam bots from following me. And if you want to send an email to me, my email address is amniconstudio@gmail.com. All of this will be listed in the show notes down below. Until next time, bye. I feel like I'm doing an ad for a dating site.